All right, Rafael Arenas is a professor of private international law, is also a member of Societat Civil Catalana, which is a Spanish civic society organization, and he joins us now from Barcelona. Good to have you on the program, sir. All right, I want to start reading you a quote from the Spanish defense minister. She said that the army, during certain visits, found some older people completely abandoned, sometimes even dead in their beds. It seems that not only are the number of infections rising across the country, but also authorities are finding it very difficult to cope with the effects.
Yeah, it's very hard to know that kind of news. Yesterday, everybody here in Spain was very sad with this news. Today, there are some explanation about that. The problem is that many people is at home. They have quit their works because the lockdown decided by the government, and many services, even the services attending the people who have died, are over collapsed. So we are facing now maybe the worst part of the situation, and unfortunately we are having this kind of news that are really sad.
You say that you're going through the worst bit of this, but on several occasions we have heard experts say that the peak of this pandemic could actually be reached this week. But when you analyze it, the reality is reaching the peak doesn't necessarily mean having controlled the spread of this virus. What it does mean is that you have to redouble your efforts and not take a step backwards. Is this what this extension of this nationwide lockdown is aiming to do?
Yeah, of course. The problem, I think, is that the effects of the lockdown, it's not possible to see them in a short time. We hope that the effects of the lockdown are going to start to be visible at the end of this week or maybe next week. This is the problem with this disease, with this problem, that you adopt measures in a day and you are not seeing the effects till 15 or 20 years after that. So it's difficult for all the people, and of course you must stay in. You must keep your work. We are seeing what happened in China. They have a lockdown of more than 2 months, and now they are starting to recover. So I think that maybe this is the worst week in the sense that we have adopted the measures a week ago. The army is starting these days to help the civil services in their work. And so I think that we need an adaptation for this new and very hard situation. So maybe next week will be continue being harder, of course, but we want to think that this is the worst moment we are going to face.
Okay, Rafael, I'm afraid we're going to have to leave it there, but thank you for your analysis.